There are a lot of debate on Japan-made Lexus are more superior to Lexus made outside of Japan, like the United States and Canada. In this video, I will reopen this topic and explore what I have observed in my recent visit to the showroom. Hey, it's LSFT here today, and today I'm here to reopen a topic that I've created 9 months ago, comparing Japan-made NXs with the Canadian-made NX. If you haven't watched that video, I'm gonna post a card here so that you can actually go and see it. Since this is a thing, let's ask ChatGPT. So, are Japanese-made Lexus better than the Canadian-made? Let's see what they say. So, both Japanese-made and Canadian-made Lexus are built to the high standards of quality and that are expected of Lexus brand. In fact, Lexus is known for commitment to quality and reliability regardless of where the vehicles are manufactured. That being said, there are some differences in manufacturing process, materials, and parts used in the Japanese-made and Canadian-made Lexus vehicles, as well as variations in specific models that are produced in each location. Ultimately, the best way to determine whether a Japanese-made or Canadian-made Lexus is better for your needs is to evaluate the specific features, performance, and reliability of the model you're considering, and to weight these factors against your own preferences and priorities. It may also be helpful to read reviews and talk to other Lexus owners to get a sense of their experiences with different models and manufacturing locations. So that's the response from the ChatGPT. So let's see what I've seen. So in the previous video, I examined the 2022 NX that was made in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada, and compared that with my 2022 NX350 Plus that was made in Japan. I did find a few flaws in the previous video, right? It actually had paint on the back liftgate where it was making the bend, and you can see that there were bubbles on the paint, and it was not a clean liftback, I can say. Another issue was we found that the fabric on the back seat was all wrinkled. It was not totally tight, and it just felt it was poorly put together. Another item that I was not able to see this time was the headlight washer, as the version that I saw in the showroom didn't have the headlight washer. But from what I'm seeing, I definitely feel that there has been some improvements. So let's have a look and look at the 2023 NX350 in the showroom, and you can see how it has improved. So let's start off. This is a 2023 model. It's built in December 2022, and you can see that it's made in Canada, and it's on 20-inch rims. So this is an NX350. You also see that the VIN number starts with a 2, which also means that it's built in Cambridge, Ontario. Let's talk about the interior. So in the 2022 model that was built in Canada, I did not find any major flaws. And in this 2023 version, it seemed to be very well built. I didn't see any really major flaws. That seat where it has a few wrinkles on the leather, maybe, but that could have been just people just trying out the car and actually wrinkling it. They did take out the transmission knob, but overall, if you look at the quality, it does compare quite well with my 2022. And you notice that they covered the heads-up display, so there is no heads-up display on this vehicle as well. So overall, I'm quite pleased with the quality, with the interior. I don't think I'll find any major differences between the Japanese-made versus the Canadian-made. So now we move on to the back. When you open the door, I've noticed that the handle area, there's a little bulge, like a dip there. I don't know if that is because someone actually hit it, but I did see that the leather was a little bit chipped, so it could be someone impacting it. But other than that, this seems to be quite well made. Again, there are some wrinkles when the stitching of the leather, but that could be normal. Other than that, it seems to be quite well built. And as a showroom vehicle, it seems a bit dirty. Maybe this vehicle has been on the road being test driven, and that's why it's in this condition. But overall, the interior doesn't seem that different from a Japanese-made NX. Looking at the side profile, you can notice that the doors are aligned, the bends are correct, the gaps are small, and it seems to be as good as the Japanese-made as well. The next thing that I'll be looking at is that paint job at the edge of the liftgate. This is a 2022 Canadian made that I looked at on my previous video. And now we're going to look at what it looks like in the 2023 model. I'm very happy to say that that flaw is no longer, because I could not find any more of this paint dips or anything. It's totally smooth and it looks exactly like my 2022 that's made in Japan. That's kudos to TMMC because they've done a very good job. That paint job has been much better than when they started in 2022. Next item, we're going to look at the fabric at the back of the seat. And you can see this is the 2022 Canadian built, and you can see that it has lots of wrinkles. So now let's look at the 2023. As we panned up, you would notice that, wow, that looks so much better. There's no more wrinkles on the back seat of this 2023 NX. So it does look like they have resolved a lot of the issues that they had when they initially started building this. You can see that it's smooth and even the fabric looks very nice. And you look overall in the back of the cabin, the trunk, it just looks like the 2022 NX that was made in Japan, and I'm quite pleased with this outcome. And as we close it, you can see that it also closes quickly, and there was another issue where the back liftgate seems to be bulging out more on one side than the other side, and that also seems to be resolved. I don't see that the left side and the right side having any differences. So as a refresher, this is one of the clips I've actually pulled from my previous video, and you can see that the silver NX, or the atomic gray or atomic silver, you can see the left and right door of the trunk. It actually has a much bigger gap on the right side. And in the video that I just showed, you can see that it is resolved. Meaning that what happens is that the lift back now closes perfectly onto the back. But one thing that I've noticed, when I put these two pictures together, I hope that you actually see what I see. The left and the right of the lift back, even though they now have solved the alignment of the lift back when it closes, but now when you look at the gap between the lift back and the body, you will notice that the left side has a bigger gap than the right side. Do you see it? So this is one item that I think we're still seeing as an issue. The lift back still isn't perfectly in place, and the quality control of that still needs to be looked at. So I didn't trust my eyes. So actually what I did was I used my baby finger. I see how much can I actually put my baby finger into that gap. And you can see here on the left side, I put my baby finger in, and you can see how much it actually went in. And then I would use the same baby finger and go to the right side and poke it in and see how much I can put my finger into it. And then that's the way we can do a side by side to see how big of that gap is and how big of a difference. You will notice here that the other side, I can put my baby finger into that gap much. And now I'm going to put them together side by side so you can have a look. See? That's actually a big difference. And that's one thing that I've seen as a flaw of the 2023 that's built in Cambridge. But it's very minor. This is really nitpicking it. But from a Lexus, I hope that they will be able to catch these going forward. So to summarize, after comparing my 2022 NX that was made in Japan and the 2022 that was made in Canada, and now the 2023 NX, which is also made in Canada, I can say that the quality is very comparable now to the 2022 NX that I have that is made in Japan. I think the team has figured out all the issues and is continuously improving the output of these vehicles. My congratulations to TMMC. They have definitely done a very good job and also improving on the flaws of the previous model year. Now, I wonder if they watched my previous video and made those improvements. Maybe the next batch will actually fix the gap between the trunk. We'll see. So until next time, thanks for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. This does help me and the channel with the YouTube algorithms. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, and share this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that alert button to get notified when new videos are posted. If you'd like to support the channel, you can definitely provide a super thanks. I'll see you guys again next time in the next video.